Welcome back, trophy hunters, to the Platinum Trophy channel. Today I've got a trophy roadmap for Call of Duty World War II. It's a couple of years old, this one now, but it's just become available for free on PlayStation Plus, and I thought pulling a roadmap together for this one made a lot of sense. Let's have a look at it and see how hard this one's going to be to platinum. Alrighty guys, today we're checking out a platinum roadmap and walkthrough for Call of Duty World War II. So this is the Call of Duty game from 2017, so it is a couple of years old now, but it was a decent Call of Duty game when it was released. This was Activision's answer to Battlefield 1. If you guys remember, Battlefield 1 came out the year earlier and it was really successful. They took things back to World War I, and Activision obviously wanted a piece of that pie, so they decided to make World War II Call of Duty, moving away from all those futuristic sci-fi Call of Duties that we've been getting for a number of years, and people were really excited for this kind of refreshing change of pace. I think a lot of people called it a return to form for Call of Duty. The game's split into three core sections. You've got your campaign section, you've got your multiplayer section, and you've got your zombies section. I think this was one of the first Call of Duty games that wasn't a Black Ops game to feature like a really robust zombies campaign as well, I think. But anyway, in this one here, you've got to complete the campaign, the multiplayer, and the zombies. You've got to do a bit of everything. It is a grindy Call of Duty, so let's just jump straight into the roadmap and take a look. In terms of trophy difficulty, this one sits somewhere in the middle at around a 5 out of 10. Now that may be easier or harder depending on how familiar you are with Call of Duty's modes, zombies, and completing its campaign on veteran difficulty. Some people may have more trouble with that than others. This one's going to take you around 50 hours to platinum, which isn't that unusual for a big AAA game like this one. It does have online trophies, unfortunately, and they are grindy, unfortunately, but Call of Duty's kind of good at keeping their servers online, so I'm guessing these are going to be live for a long time to go. There are missable trophies as well, but they can all be cleaned up with chapter select. There's nothing that you'll have to replay the entire game for to earn. There are difficulty trophies for the campaign. Like I mentioned at the top, there is a veteran playthrough trophy that you're going to have to complete. So whether or not you play through the campaign once on normal and then again on veteran, or you just jump straight into veteran, you're going to have to do at least a veteran playthrough. Technically, it can be done on a single playthrough like I've said here, but it could be more than one depending on your skill level. And then there's the zombies playthrough as well, which is going to take multiple playthroughs of that campaign to not only unlock all the Easter eggs, but getting to wave 20 as well, and a couple of miscellaneous weapon kill trophies there too. The challenge with zombies though is got a pretty steep learning curve to it unless you're with people that really know how to play it. There is chapter select in the game, so you can go back to chapters that you've missed to get collectibles or some of the miscellaneous campaign trophies. And there are no trophy stacks for this one. There's just one universal trophy list for all regions. So what are the steps to platinum? I've broken this into 3 simple steps, and I thought you can really tackle any of these in whichever way you want, whether you want to start with campaign, multiplayer, or zombies. I'm going to start with campaign because I think it teaches you a lot of the fundamentals and how to play the game, which sets you up better for multiplayer and for zombies as well at the end. So step 1, my suggestion is to complete the main story on veteran. Jumping straight into that mode kind of gets you accustomed to it from the beginning. If you play on normal, then try and jump up to veteran. I feel the learning curve is just a bit steeper. If I get like thrown straight into the deep end, that's kind of how I operate best. You want to make sure you use a guide to get all the mementos. They're the collectibles in the game. I think there's 1 or 2 of them featured on every single level in the campaign. So make sure you clean those up so you don't have to play through it a second time or do chapter select. The other thing you can do is look out for all the hero actions that you can complete in each level as well. So there are trophies for completing each of the levels in the campaign. Then there's a miscellaneous trophy on each of the levels too, and hero actions. So that's for like saving a particular enemy, saving a ally on a particular level and things like that. And you can check those out in the full trophy list, and you'll be able to kind of figure out what those are and when you can do them when they're applicable. The other thing I'd suggest keeping in mind is there's a number of trophies for requesting items from your squad members, whether it's them passing you ammunition or grenades or a particular weapon. So make sure that any chance you have to request an item from one of your teammates, your allies in the game, make sure you do it, because these are quite long cumulative trophies. It's up to 20, 30, 40, 50 quantities of different items that you need to request from them. So the sooner you start grinding away at this one, the faster it becomes, and you don't have to hopefully go back through chapter select and do it later. Oh, the other thing is there's a weird trophy for using a particular number of smoke grenades on enemies as well. So anytime you get smoke grenades, just use them. I know they're not particularly useful, but there's a trophy for using a certain number of them, so I've added that in here too. just to make it easier. The other campaign-based trophies, you'll probably earn automatically by just doing actions. Otherwise, you can check them out. They're miscellaneous, so it means you'll kind of be able to either clean them up at the end or just knock them off as you go. But they shouldn't be challenging. They're not going to cause you too many problems. Now, step 2 is the multiplayer. This is for completing the entire multiplayer, or it's really just prestiging in multiplayer. What you want to do is grind to max level, that's level 55 for the player, and then prestige, and you'll get a trophy for doing that. At the same time, you need to get to Division 4 as well. So what you can kind of do those two things simultaneously as you're just progressing through the multiplayer and enjoying it. The other thing you're going to need to do in multiplayer, which is the grindiest part of it, is you need to complete 21 daily challenges. Everyone knows what daily challenges are at this point, but it means you're going to have to spend 21 full days with the game before you can earn the platinum. I know, it's a real pain. However, they're not super hard. They're just grindy and they take a long time. What you're going to have to do is log in every single day for 21 days to unlock that trophy. And I know, it's a pain, but we had to have something in there that was super long and grindy. Now the last part, and I think this is the hardest part of the game, at least in my opinion, and this is Zombies. Zombies has a really steep learning curve if you're not familiar with the mode. You're essentially defeating hordes of zombies, but with Call of Duty mechanics. The way it works is you kill zombies and you get money for killing zombies, and you can buy weapons and open different doors to progress through the level. There's a ton of different trophies associated with this. The majority of them are for killing zombies with particular weapons that you unlock as you progress in Zombies. Then the two main ones that need to be called out are for completing Wave 20 in Zombies, which is no easy feat. It's definitely going to take some coordination and teamwork to get to Wave 20 in Zombies. But the other thing is completing the Easter eggs in Zombies, which is essentially the main kind of campaign of Zombies. Throughout the game and the level, there are things that you can interact with. You have to turn on power and go to this location and use a computer and unlock this thing and do this thing. We call them Easter eggs, I guess. But it's essentially just completing the story of Zombies in a campaign of Zombies. So you have to do that as well for a couple of different trophies. But that's essentially your steps to platinum. Those are your 3 steps. Like I said, you can do these in any particular order you want, but this is just my recommendation. Now, in terms of notable trophies, the theme again is the same as it was before. I've called out 3 trophies from each of the different modes. The first being Pieces of History, and that's for collecting all 33 mementos. Like I mentioned before, there are collectibles in this game in the campaign. I think there's 2 on each level if I remember correctly. There's some guides online which you can use to find out exactly where these are, so I'd suggest looking at one of those when you do your veteran playthrough and just do it all in one go and you don't have to worry about it. The second one is Ricky Recruit, and that's for completing the 21 daily challenges. This is the grindiest trophy in the game. It's going to take you the most time to finish. However, it's not going to be the most challenging. It's just going to take you a long time. This has glitched as well for some people, and people have said you have to do more than 21 days worth of challenges to unlock it sometimes. So if it doesn't unlock after 21 days, just keep doing challenges for the next few days and hopefully it will unlock for you. And the last trophy is Pressure Cooker. I think this is probably going to be one of the hardest ones in the game. This is for getting to level 20 on Zombies, or Wave 20 on Zombies. I'm terrible at Zombies personally, so I had no show of getting this trophy unless I have a good squad of people helping me. I would suggest you find 3 other people who are communicating on headsets and who are really reliable and good players to try and go for this one. If you play with randoms online and you're not communicating or anything like that, you don't have a very good chance of unlocking this trophy. It's going to be a little bit more challenging than that. Those other 3 kind of key trophies, I would say they're probably the 3 harder ones from the game. I mean, maybe chuck in the veteran trophy as well for the campaign, and then yeah, maybe even the level 55 trophy for getting to level 55 in multiplayer, and that's kind of a good base of all the main core trophies that you're going to be going for. Everything else is kind of pretty straightforward and pretty easy and will kind of come naturally as you play through the game. I don't believe there's anything else in here that's going to give you any trouble. So hopefully this guide was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you can go away now and enjoy your free PlayStation Plus game and hopefully get some platinums. Let me know if any of you guys are planning on going for the platinum this month. I might be persuaded to join you depending on what my schedule permits, but I'm quite keen on checking this one out again. I played it a little bit when it launched, and I really did want to kind of come back to it, and I feel like now could be the time. Now could be the time to go and jump into multiplayer and do some World War. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Smash that like button, guys. Just smash away at it. It's super helpful for the channel, and it helps out in getting my videos promoted on YouTube. And if you're not a subscriber of the channel either, make sure you go and subscribe down below. I do trophy roadmaps and videos like this all the time, so you can find out what the easiest platinum trophies are to earn, or you can find out how to earn platinum trophies in some of your favorite games. Anyway, I'm gonna go and continue to count down the minutes until my Call of Duty download finishes on my PS4 so I can play it. Hopefully you guys will be on there as well, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good night, guys.